in the water.
I will...
If I wash my face in the water, will it...
You can wash your face in the water.
So I go to the water's edge, wash my face in the water.
All right, you put the moldy, stagnant water into your face.
Okay, stop. Never
Nope,
mind.
too late. You already did it. I actually wrote down what happens if you do that.
Oh, fuck me.
I was ready. Where is it? I wrote it down.
Damn it! Why can't I take it back?
No, because you did it, Melissa!
Damn it.
And it is funny just watching you do this Three Stooges act of making the situation... Here it is. The water is mildly contaminated. DC-10 con save it.
Alright, please.
You know what? I wrote if ingested or swallowed, and I'll say that it doesn't do anything worse to you. Because I did write if ingested or swallowed. You didn't do that. I'll let you off the hook. Even though I'd love to see you keep bumbling this up by putting dirty cave water in your face to wash off the mold that you slashed through.
Melissa, don't! That water's likely full of particulates and microbial contaminants. You're more likely to get a rash than relief.
Purgatory watches Melodin with a slow, disdainful blink, then laughs softly, mockingly, as the paladin splashes filth across her face. Velma, how did we end up with an autistic paladin and a wannabe alpha male simp?
You want to go south?
Yeah, let's go south.
All right. I'm going to hold to my word of what I wrote here. All right, so the path seems to open up here. There does seem to be a clearer path here, a whole bunch of mold up here. Probably just wouldn't go near that.
She quickens her pace to follow, keeping just behind Melissa and lifting her glowing holy symbol higher to cut into the dark.
Purgatory. Like, Link is like the idiot. Yeah. Velma's the smart one. Purgatory's just kind of...
The clickbait for my video.
Oh, yeah, sure. She's just... I don't know. She just seems a little, like... edgelord kind of bitchy. Just a slight bit.
Yeah. She's smug.
Link winces as Melissa splashes her face and hisses under his breath. Yikes, Specs is right. That water's got more diseases than Ganon's underwear drawer.
Oh.
He shoots Velma a look, half grin returning. Remind me never to screw up around you. You've got that mom voice down perfect. He falls into step beside Melodin. All right, we've got mold, spores, and cursed bathwater. If the next thing we see is a talking mushroom, I'm quitting and becoming a farmer.
Do you see what they say, like, written down before the AI speaks?
Sort of.
Okay.
Kind of hard to explain. Yes and no, because there's... So a lot of it is text and some of it is data. And though I've started to be able to look at the data and understand what that data means, I don't know until I hear it for sure. Because once they actually say it, sometimes it's a little different than what I thought they were going to say.
Okay.
Like Link especially.
She brushes past the group, sliding between Link and Velma with predator grace.
All right, I'm going to say that the civilians follow with him in the back because he's the slowest. And he would probably be in the middle because he's a little boy. All right. Radical. Cool. All right. So moving forward, it is now your turn.
Okay. I move forward.
Okay. You're going to move through here?
Yes.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm kind of being liberal with the movement speed because you guys aren't in any serious combat situation or under any timers. So I'm just kind of being chill with it. All right. You see that this path curves around to the corner here and starts to head up. We're going to say that everyone starts to follow. I'm not going to make you all go through judgments and decisions on whether or not you want to keep going forward or not. I'm going to leave that up to you.
I guess I'll just move forward because...
So you can see if you look all the way up north, see that there's a little way you can squeak through here to get back to this area. But more importantly, there's a waterway, and there actually seems to be a little exit going somewhere deeper into the cave zone.
Velma looks to the north, scanning the rockwork and gently rippling water, then remembers the darkened northwest corridor still shrouded in shadow. If that's truly an exit, it could be our way out. She taps her temple with one finger. Unexplored areas could hold more survivors. Abandoning them now might mean leaving something dangerous behind us. Strategically, I recommend a brief sweep of the northwest section. We're not limping and we're not cornered yet. Better to secure the flank before we move to a secondary area. But I'll defer to majority consensus. What do you all think?
Link steps beside Velma, looking water's edge, looking between the glimmer of possible escape and the dark corners still shrouded in mystery. He taps his chin, mock thoughtful. Freedom, or danger, death, and possibly treasure. He turns to Velma, leaning just slightly into her space with that familiar crooked smirk. Well, Specs, if we're diving headfirst into the unknown again, I can't think of anyone I'd rather get hopelessly lost with. He gives her a playful wink, then draws his sword and points it northwest. Let's go poke the darkness. Worst case, we die horribly. Best case, you finally admit I'm charming.
I will never admit you're charming, Link. She's like, it's right behind me, isn't it?
Didn't Purgatory was weird with her though?
Yeah, she's like, you owe me your life, and then she kissed her deeply on the mouth. It was really weird. At least that's what I'm gonna draw.
I didn't think that they kissed her deeply. I thought he just said you owe me.
She used Tanya. I think what she said was she fingered her chin, and then she tongued her in her mouth.
Oh, that's...
I think that's what she
like
said.
an
I don't
invasion
remember.
of space.
I don't remember exactly, but I think they had sex.
Oh my god.
Purgatory halts at the edge of the water, the supposed exit yawning ahead like a promise she doesn't trust, until Link chimes in, aiming charm at the wrong target again. In a blur of motion, she steps in close to Link, too close, gripping his collar in one clawed hand. Her voice is a whisper of silk over steel. You want darkness, little elf? She pulls him an inch closer, lips near his ear, breath hot and dangerous. Then stay close. I promise it'll embrace you. She shoves him back lightly.
Link's smirk twitches as Purgatory yanks him in, breath catching for just a second, half thrill, half don't die now. He doesn't pull away. Instead, he leans in the last inch with a whisper of his own. Careful, keep teasing me like that, and I will follow you into the dark.
Oh, God. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm sorry. I'm trying, but like it's just like she's reading like a erotic fiction novel. Link is just like some horrible like 90s cartoon, and Velma, she's good. I like her. All right, so everybody votes that you guys want to, or that they should explore this upper area.
So are we going backwards?
Well, as a party, you could decide. You could go back the way you came, or you could go up and around.
I think we should go back the way we came.
Okay. So I'm going to say that you guys start to head back the way you came. I'm not going to make you guys...
do too many turns.
Yeah, do a turn for each movement. We're just going to have you guys go up there. Okay. And you guys come up here to start to head up here. Now, do you want to go this way or this way?
I think we should just go forward and then to the left.
Okay. Okay. So you guys start to head up here, and as you round the corner, you see that there is a large area where a bunch of the fairground above fell through. There are several dead patrons, a bunch of boxes of supplies, and what appears to be a merchant slightly injured under his collapsed tent. I'm just going to say that all those moves went in full circle, and it's back to your turn, Melissa.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything useful around?
Absolutely. Let's get a roll for you. 16.
That's good.
Good.
16
All right.
plus my what?
It's good. You already passed. The DC was 15. Or, sorry, the DC was 10. Sorry. Not that hard. So you're going to get in there. You're going to find 2 bottles of alcohol, which may or may not come in handy, and 2 times potion of healing, and 2 times rations. So that's good. And now let's go ahead and cycle through the other players.
Velma crouches near the debris, noting the carnage with a grim expression. 3 fatalities. The merchant's lucky to be upright. She approaches the merchant carefully, voice measured but kind. You're safe now. Deep breath in. Can you walk? Any dizziness, blurred vision, or pain in the chest or spine? She gives the 2 potions a quick inspection for clarity, sediment, or labeling, then adds them to the shared supplies. Meladin, well done. Alcohol may be flammable. I suggest we don't test that hypothesis in a mold-lined cave.
He surveys the scene, eyes shadowed. Damn, this used to be a party. He kneels by the merchant, offering a steadying hand and a soft voice. Genuine this time. You're safe now. Just hang tight. We've got you. Then, to the group, 2 potions, booze, and snacks. Score! Now, what else is hiding in this funhouse of nightmares?
Link said, damn. He's like, God damn. Oh my God.
Purgatory's smirk deepens at Link's remark, not bothering to look back as she steps into the ruined fairgrounds. Careful, boy. Promises made in darkness are often kept. She runs a finger along a shattered support beam, trailing blood and ash, then crouches by one of the dead. Her expression turns momentarily reflective, less from sorrow, more from curiosity. She brushes aside cloth, examining if any wounds hint at something unnatural. Then to Meladin, eyeing the supplies. If you waste those rations on the weak, I'll make you eat the bones instead.
Cool. All right. She just wants to pick a fight with everybody. So since at least one of the party members did talk to the merchant, let's go ahead and give you a quick information about him. His name is Tarn. He's a stall vendor. He's shaken up. You know, his arm hurts. He's complaining about that. He seems a little bitter and sarcastic and seems to blame the crash on cheap stonework, despite the fact that it seems like you guys fell through the ground. But otherwise, he has the same stats as a commoner and is in good health for as much as you can be to have 4 HP. This mother fucker better work. We're gonna have big fucking problems. Everybody's gonna be feeling it if this doesn't work. If I get a notification, I swear to God, pick up my fucking computer and throw it through that window. And that's a promise. Okay? You believe me? Alright. So everyone took their turns. You guys saved the last guy in this area. You uncovered all the space. Fantastic. You got this big pile of survivors. It is back to you, Melissa. The exit is this way.
Okay, I can't go through the moss, so...
Burning it has worked.
Well, do I have access to fire? I could ask, what's her name, Purgatory, to burn it for me, but I don't know if she will. She probably will.
She likes burning stuff. She's like a creepy little weirdo.
She's an arsonist. It would probably be faster if I just got Purgatory to burn the moss for me.
Okay. I'm gonna just pass it right on to Purgatory then.
Okay. But I want her to burn the one on the right.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Purgatory turns slowly to Meladin, fire already blooming in her palm, but she doesn't release it just yet. You want the flame, yet flinch when it burns. She steps close, fire crackling with restrained power. I could ask for a favor, a vow. She lets that linger, just long enough to test Meladin's resolve, then shrugs and hurls the firebolt into the fungus without waiting for an answer. The explosion flares orange and gold, illuminating the path forward.
All right. So you guys are now able to just head to the exit willy-nilly free. And you have your little survivors. There we go. Cool. All right. So you guys start heading towards the exit. And when you step into the waist-deep water, let's kind of have you guys like that. Something happens.
Oh, shit.
Hang tight. Ta-da! There it is. All right. Coming from the other side, through the water, is this horrible abomination of plant and rotten moss, and it appears to have some bodies absorbed in it. The face is screaming in terror with every step. I'm going to say now you guys are technically in combat, and I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. So am I first?
You're first.
I have some spells. Let me see.
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know why I laughed.
I have resistance and I have shield of faith. Can I use... Which one? Can I use both of them or no?
Let me look at your spell sheet, your sheet really quick. Oh, wait, that's not you. There's you. Okay. I have Shield of Faith, which does something. Shield of Faith. Let me make sure that this is all just in the viewpoint of the camera for anyone who's got their peepers on at home. Gives a shit about what's happening on the screen. You're about to see how like 5 or 6 hours of footage will turn into 30 minutes of footage once I've edited it. It's going to be amazing. So you already did your Cure Wounds. Let me clear that. Shield of Faith. What does this do? A shimmering field surrounds a creature of your choice, granting a +2 bonus to AC for the duration. That'll be your last spell until you take a short rest, by the way.
I already used Cure Wounds, so I can't do that again, right?
You can. It would just take up your last spell slot. You have one more spell slot, so you can use any level 1 spell.
So what is Divine Smite? What is Divine Smite?
That adds damage to your attacks. The target takes an extra 2d8 radiant damage from the attack. The damage is increased by 1d8 if the target is a fiend or an undead.
That might actually be good.
Could be.
You know, let's do the combat. Let's see it.
Yeah. So you take that as a bonus action immediately after hitting the target with a melee weapon, which is nice. So, like, you can actually swing and, like, land a hit before you decide if you want to use it. So, like, you don't use it and then miss, and then it's completely wasted. That makes sense?
Okay. And is this just for one hit?
Yeah, for one hit.
Okay.
So you can do that if you want. It'll be your last spell slot, just to note you. So you want to go in longsword him?
Yeah. Am I longsword and shield? Yeah, I'm longsword and shield. Because I'm holding a shield.
So let me see. What can be equipped for you? Yeah, your shield is equipped. That's versatile, so you're one-handing it. Okay, cool. So you have a longsword, you have a shield. I also equipped your chainmail. Something I think you probably forgot to do over here. Let me see your little sheet.
I didn't know how to do it.
Just click on it. Super easy. You go to Manage Inventory. You go to Starting Equipment. And you just click on it. Actually, let's add that to you as well. Oh, we already got all this.
I don't want the... I want the 50 gold instead.
You want the 50 gold instead of the weapon?
No. I want the weapon, but there was... Go back. Can you go back?
You don't want the gold. You're never going to encounter a merchant or a
fine.
shop. This is a one shot. You're not going to encounter a merchant or a shop.
Fine.
You do not want the gold. Then you click on actions. Boom, longsword. It's going to be a one-handed longsword. You're going to attack. Wait, sorry. I rolled damage. I'm going to roll your attack. My apologies. Natural 20, critical hit. So you get to roll 2 damage dice. So one was 6, and... well, they're both 6, so it automatically rolled for a crit. So 6 damage is what it's going to be. It took the higher number automatically, and it's taking the strength. That's good. Okay, cool. All right, so you deal 6 damage. If you want to use your Divine Smite, you will roll some additional dice.
All right, let's do Divine Smite.
All right, you're going to use your last spell slot. Let me go ahead and click that out. Boop. Boop. 6 damage plus 7 damage equals 13. Fucking vacuum.
Happened?
My vacuum just turned on. Equals 13 damage. I'm going to stop that because that's loud as fuck. I'll be right back. Okay, so you deal 13 damage. You landed a critical hit. How awesome. So you deal 13 damage to the monster. I'm just going to take a little note there. Let me just go ahead and pull up his stat sheet. You know, I didn't even roll priority for you guys. 13 damage so far. I'm not going to, of course, suddenly make you guys roll priority and then take away your critical hit. That'd be really shitty. But I'm going to make everybody else roll priority. So I'm going to start with the monster.
What did it roll?
He rolled an 11, and he gets plus Well, you went first, so yes, you're going to be the last one to go after everyone else. And the guard also rolled a 15, so he's going to go.
How about the commoners?
They're not going to go. They're not going to fight the monster. They can just take their turn after everyone else's. Assume they'll roll low. I'm not going to roll for 8 people every time. All right, so you went. Now it is Purgatory's turn. Let me go ahead and catch her up on what's going on.
Purgatory's smile spreads wide, ecstatic, as the abomination rises, filth and horror made flesh. Finally, she strides forward 10 feet, blood crystal amulet flaring with crimson light, her eyes locked on the monster as if greeting an old friend. She raises one hand and curls her fingers. She casts magic missile at first level, unleashing a volley of glowing red darts that streak from her fingers like spears of molten blood.
Cool, she casts Magic Missile. Great. She also uses her last level 1 spell slot. Always forget. I think Magic Missile is like always a hit, I think. It always hits, but I can't quite remember if that's true. I might be confused with something else. Okay, Magic Missile always hits. Okay. Each dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage. Cool. All right.
So how much damage did she do?
Well, did we roll the dice yet?
No.
So I don't know. All right. Big money. Come on. Big money. 2, 3, 8, 13 damage. Nice. She matched you in damage. I would hope so. You both catch your level 1 spell slot. Boom! 13 damage. Fantastic. She even moved into the correct position. I'm impressed. Next is the guard's turn. He has a maximum movement speed because of 20 feet because he is injured. I'm just going to have him have regular guard stats. Let's go ahead and pull up some guard stats. I just had to type guard. My bad. Look, there he is. Sort of. 16, 11. Cool. Spear plus 3. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Move that out of his way. 20. He's gonna... I love how this is just always gonna be his image. Guys, don't expect me to draw too much for this. It takes too much time. Even digital art still takes, a good 30 minutes to an hour to draw. I mean, that took like 2 fucking hours. I was doing this literally right until you pulled up to the house today.
Really?
Yeah. I think that one probably took... God, I don't know. I worked on it from like 9 to 10. Then I went to jiu-jitsu, got back at 12:30, and worked on it pretty much until you got here. So,
okay.
Like 3 hours maybe. And I worked on it a little bit last night as well. So, like about 4 hours. He's obviously a lot more detailed. These guys are just simple.
If I buy spicy popcorn, will you eat some?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways, next is the monster's turn. The monster. Pink. Actually, let me make it to where he's properly scaled. Alright, so the monster is going to attack you. He's going to use his slam attack, which is a 1d8 plus 2. Let me go ahead and grab a d8. That's you. Alright. I'm going to give him a green dice to represent that he's a monster. All right, 1d8 plus 2. He also
he's attacking me?
Yeah, he's also going to have to swing to attack. Slams at you with his big fists. That's a 13 plus 2, which is 15 against your AC, which I'm not going to look at your physical character sheet because you didn't equip your armor. Your actual AC is 19. You are protected from his attack. Perhaps his slam is not enough to get through your chainmail armor. Perhaps he misses. But he is a multi-attack character, and he utilizes his grasping vine arms. These little vines shoot out, and he's going to attack you. And yes, he's attacking you because you're right in front of him. Boom! He misses. You're able to break free from his grasp. Lucky ducky. All right, Velma's turn. You guys are getting a lot more luck in the battle versus earlier in the day it was going very poorly. Melissa's so bored she's scrolling through Instagram or whatever right now.
Velma sets her feet wide in the cave floor, eyes narrowing at the grotesque form rising from the water. Abnormal physiology, likely fungal corruption. symmetrical limb placement, unnatural gait, bulging growths. If it bleeds, it's still subject to divine force. I cast command, target, the creature, word, fall. Her eyes flash behind her glasses as radiant energy pulses from her symbol. Let's test if it can even comprehend language, or if it's just meat with malice.
Okay, command word fall. I'm not familiar with that. Hang on 1 second while I look it up. All right, so Velma's trying to use command word with the command being fall on the creature. For one reason or another, which I'm not going to reveal, the spell automatically fails.
Link's eyes widen as the beast rises, water cascading off its grotesque frame. His grin returns, sharp and excited. Oh, yeah! Now, this is a party! He draws his short bow in one swift motion, feet shifting into a ready stance. He shouts to the others as he pulls the string back. Let's see if Ugly here can juggle arrows. He looses an arrow straight at the creature's center mass, aiming for its softest, least armored bits. Then, I use my movement to dart 15 feet to the side, trying to find partial cover behind rocks or debris.
All right, let's see if his attack succeeds first before we have him move. And I think that's a success. Let me make sure. Yes. Let's get him a d6 over here. And roll 1d6 plus 3 damage. 4 total damage. Okay, very good. And he said he wanted to move to the side 15 feet. So, like, they're acting on the map correctly, which is very impressive to this rock cover here. I'm just impressed that they're able to diagnose the imagery and make a proper assessment. Okay, so we're back to your turn.
Okay. So I can't do anything special. I could just slash with my sword, right?
You have cantrips.
What are my cantrips?
You tell me. It's your character.
Okay, what am I? Let's see.
I'll pull it up on here, too. You have light and resistance.
What is resistance?
Touch a willing creature and choose a damage type: acid, bludgeoning, cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, piercing, blah, 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 blah. When the creature takes damage of the chosen type before the spell ends, the creature reduces the total damage taken by 1d4. A creature can benefit from the spell only once per turn. Concentration, so you can only have one concentration spell at a time.
Do I need light to kind of keep...
So light's not a concentration spell, apparently, which is interesting to me. So resistance should just... You can cast resistance. It would be your action.
What kind of damage does the creature do, though?
I don't know.
That's the thing. I'm afraid of doing it, and then I don't do the right...
He has not dealt damage yet.
Okay, I will wait then. I will slash at the creature with my longsword.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and have you slash with your longsword. Yeah, get out of my way. Yeah, get the fuck out of my way. Got another crit? Jesus fuck. Critical hit. So you do the better of the two.
Are you
rolled
serious?
a 1 twice? Wow. You dealt 2 damage. So even with a critical hit, you rolled 2 1s.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Tough break. The creature will do the same thing he did last time, but do it again by slamming at you with his fists. He's like, ugh. What's your 19? It does not affect you. Vine attack thing. Vine whip. And it cannot constrict you. You guys are definitely dominating combat rolls so far, which is good.
Purgatory snarls, the afterglow of her last spell fading from her fingertips. She steps forward 5 feet, the cave trembling beneath her boots as she raises a single hand and curls her clawed fingers into a flickering inferno. She casts Firebolt once again, hurling a streak of flame directly at the creature's rotting mass.
All right, she's going to make a ranged spell attack to cast Firebolt on the abomination. She rolls a 17. That's a hit. It is 1d10 fire damage. All right, 1d10 damage. Boop. She rolls an 8. 8 damage. The creature has fallen into a bubbly mass. It's like... with like all like the little hands clawing up and then finally like stopping and bubbles into the water. You guys have defeated that creature.
Purgatory watches in rapture as the creature convulses and collapses. That was beautiful. Its death was art.
Link lowers his bow as the creature collapses, lips curling into a smug grin. Boom! That's how we do it. He shoots Purgatory a crooked smile and mock bows, just enough sarcasm to keep it playful. Remind me never to interrupt you when you're casting. God, you're hot. In more than one way. Then, to the party, more seriously. Let's get out of this nightmare cave before the next thing shows up needing a magic beating.
The delivery. God, you're hot.
Velma lowers her holy symbol slowly, watching the writhing limbs go still as the creature dissolves. Subject exhibited partial resistance to divine compulsion, possibly mindless or operating under foreign influence. She steps closer to the remains, eyes scanning its dissolving mass with clinical detachment. Fungal structure destabilized on death. Chemical reaction, maybe heat accelerated. I'll need samples, assuming anything is still intact. She glances at Link, deadpan. If you're trying to impress her with thermodynamics-based flirtation, you might want to read up on flashpoints.
Do you guys want to move to the next zone, or is there anything else you want to do here?
I think we pretty much explored it, so
Pretty
we
much.
can move to the next zone.
Cool. Gravy.
And the great thing is we didn't lose any hit points.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Yeah. And you in Purgatory don't have any spell slots left, but no problem.
Should I suggest taking a rest so that we could be prepared for the next section?
You could. You know, there's always a threat when it comes to especially doing a long rest in a dangerous area.
Okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not a good idea. We'll see.
Maybe you guys should go to the next area and then assess.
Okay, go to the next area.
Stay tuned for our next episode, in which our players will probably continue to make really good rolls combined with terrible mistakes.